Shalom, shalom, shalom. Is Dayat the car here? Got a highway and hedges lesson, some street preaching, getting into the famine. All right, representing Father Lamb, one man camp. All right. So before we get started, face east. All praises. Rakatam, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Kahalariam, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Provider Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakwadash. Double honors goes to the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. Rob Ahab, Rob salutations to sincere brothers out here laboring, campaigning, pushing this truth across the four corners of the globe. All right, especially those that are striving in faith to be a part of that house and praying daily to be a part of that house of David, that 144,000, the elect. All right, first fruits, and then to the sincere aquafs in this truth. All right, and also to the confusion of faith that are spread around the four corners that look like the heathen, but they are truly Hebrew Israelites on the Father's side. Shalom, 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 salutations to you, brothers and sisters, man. So, yeah, man. So, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we get popping, man, it's going to get started. But, anyways, yeah, so this is about the famine, man. All right. This is about the famine. And it's hitting here. It's hitting close. It's already here. You see the food shortages. All right. Biden even said that the food crisis, to paraphrase, was going to be real. All right. And that's about the only thing he's even said that's probably been honest in this whole anti-Mashiach presidency, because the office of the president is the anti-Mashiach. All right. But Esau is that in general. There's many. All right. Their political system, their religious systems, their image, everything about them is anti-Mashiach, man. So, what they're gonna do is they're gonna use that MLK, man. That juice. They wanna give you that venom, and then have you take that grain of rice, that micro rice in your right hand or in your forehead, man. Have you taken the MOT, the Motley Crew? All right, the MOT of the beast. And so they're going to collapse the whole economy right in front of your face, man. It's happening right now. And World War III is already happening right now, pursuing of Ezekiel 38, man. And America's going to get destroyed by thermonuclear fire, man. All right. And everybody here is going to be burned. This place is an altar. Only people that are going to be saved out of here are the 144,000 and the elect, man. 1/3. So I'm going to get Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many. So right now we're in a second Egypt, which is Mystery Babylon America, which is headed up by the damn Edomites, a so-called white man who is the devil the Bible speaks of. His name is Esau Edom, which means red. And he just ranges from derivatives of red, man. All right. So what are the people that trust in this system? And that's why they set up, through Yahweh Shem Shai on the left-hand side, we got food stamps. They're gonna give you little care packages and stimulants, just to keep you trusting on them and dependent on them, so that when that's all out, it's like, hey, I'll take whatever you have. And then that's what people are going to be taking that mark of the beast, man. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses. Stay on these vehicles, trust in your vehicles, trust in your truck, you trust in these planes, you trust in these trains and these buses, and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Yasharallah, neither they seek Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So you guys ultimately trust in the system of Egypt, man, and the power. Because horses and chariots, that's horsepower, that symbolizes power. And along with that power, Esau has afforded you these luxuries of these privileges. You don't have any rights, but these privileges of transportation and such, along with that power. All right, so a lot of you guys think as long as you got a car, a place to stay, or whatever, some new clothes, you're living life. Soon, all this stuff's gonna come to a screeching halt, man. People are gonna be starving to death, man, and all the fun and games are gonna be over. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And that's the Edomite, man, and then these other heathen nations, man. All right. Woe unto them, man, because they have these unrighteous decrees. All right. And unrighteous decrees, man, do a lot of damage, man. That's that draconian law. That's the way Esau always operates, man. All right. To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. So they make these unrighteous decrees, these wicked laws, so they can destroy the Hebrew Israelites, man. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? So when this destruction and this devastation from these unrighteous decrees come, who are you going to run to for help, man? Right now, you know, you're running to Netflix, you're running to all these different things, you're running everywhere except for Hispanics and Latinos are the 12 tribes of Israel. You guys are part of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. And what will you do in the day of visitation and in the day of desolation, which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? Man, when these nukes come here, man, when this World War III situation really pops off, when, you know, these concentration camps, these FEMA camps and these tanks and martial law set up, what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? And who's going to help you? If you're an Edomite, the Most High ain't dealing with you, man. Straight up. You better have this word and be able to run to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. Because if you don't have this word and you don't run to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man, you know, you're going to be amongst that 2/3 Israel that don't get no salvation, man. All right. Without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. Most High's hand is still stretched out, man, to receive it, man. Seek him early while he may be found, man. You know, you don't want nobody, you know, just for example, you don't want people like, you know, that don't fuck with you all of a sudden trying to fuck with you when, you know, your bread is up and you got the new car and you got a new business and all these different things, man. That same thing is Most High. You didn't believe at first. Now that this road is over, you think you're gonna switch teams after you was riding Esau's coattails, man, and loving this beast system, man, and not coming out of mystery Babylon, man. And you wasn't praying and you wasn't in any of these scriptures and repenting and confessing your sins, you know, before Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know, and maybe some brethren that's sincere, man, and all of a sudden smack dab shit utterly hits the fan, and now you have nothing but to turn to but the truth, and you can't even get it on the internet because that's shut off. You know, then y'all gonna be all scared, man. Y'all gonna be trying to hunt us down, man, trying to find brothers with the truth, but it's gonna be underground church, man. It's gonna be underground ministries. We ain't gonna be out here doing highways no more. This is almost a wrap, man. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. The Assyrian is a spiritual metaphor for the Edomites. All right, it's for the Edomites. All right, and they're the weapon of the Most High. And when we transgressed, and when this world transgressed, they used the fucking troglodyte, Cro-Magnon, caveman Edomite to smite the nations and destroy the world. And that's talked about in Isaiah chapter 14. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger and the staff in their hand is mine indignation, the staff, the power, the weaponry, and in the hand of Esau, Edom, is the indignation, is the anger. It represents how angry he is with us, man. Everything from father's rights to not getting no custody to these wars that brothers have to fight in, to drug abuse and having crackhead parents or whatever the heck. Whatever's going on, you know what I'm saying? This plastic bag keeps trying to come near me, man. It's like wicked spirits trying to fight. All right, rock. Stuff is spiritual, man. No matter how far it blows down here over there, it keeps finding itself right over here. How is that happening, man? It's not no accident. I'm gonna take care of it, man. All right, Bob, a ball, man. A wall, lava ball, man. Death and destruction to this motherfucking place, America, man. So shit's hitting the fan. All right, moving forward, man. I will send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him charge to take spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire in the streets. So, man, mire's like shit, man, like horse shit. And the horses are riding the medieval roads, man, and they're just treading that down, man. And that's how humanity is already turned into. Jacob's trouble's already pretty much started, man. All right, and now trouble's starting to hit the heathens too, man. All right, so you're seeing, when you started seeing all the cops, just whamming us, killing us everywhere indiscriminately, and the wicked heathen that the Most High hates, try to act like all lives matter when they really don't. Only the Hebrew Israelite lives matter. When they start saying that all lives matter, that's when Jacob's trouble was kicking off. All right, and now they're in trouble, man. You look at Ukraine, you look at Africa. You got Hebrew Israelites in Africa being oppressed by the Fulanis. All right. And the Fulanis, man, those are African Edomites that mixed in with Ham, man. But those are Edomites, man. They have sex with cows, and then they go have sex with their women, and they go blind immediately, man. That's how evil and violent people are, man. All right, so bodies are gonna be laying in the streets like never before. Your mom, your kids, you ain't covered by the blood, and in this truth and in this faith, man. Most High's gonna show you if he ain't dealing with you, man. All right, so we want to be a hypocritical nation, so we sent Esau to utterly destroy us, and it's a righteous thing to do, man. Howbeit he meaneth not so, neither doth his heart think so, but it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few. For he said, are not my princes altogether kings? All right, so Esau, man, is here to just destroy and cut off the nations, not a few, man. And then Hashem Yahushua is the one that's orchestrating this thing, man. Shalom, Akim, Shalom, Rabahab. All right, so that's pretty much what's going on, man. All right. So now I'm gonna go to the next. It's Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. That's happening now, man, and that's the world we all live in today, man, that we're all aware of today. All right. We have world wars, we have civil wars and stripes in every nation brewing or about to happen. All right. You have kingdom against kingdom. All right. You have one traditional world, like the BRICS nations against the NATO nations. We have famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. America's starting to run out of food. So what do you think is happening in the so-called third world countries? You know what I'm saying? It's already famine in South America. It's already famines in Africa. It's already famines in certain parts of Europe. All right, it's already famines in China and other parts of Asia and all over the world. There's famines already, man. So it's just gonna ramp all the way up, man, to where everything is on that Jerry's kid Somalian status, man. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So we're just at the beginning of sorrows, man. You're at the real sorrows, man, when you can't even watch these videos no more. All right. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And that's happening now, man. All right? Because we won't want to take that MOTB, that Mark of the Beast, and we don't want to, be a part of the transhumanist era at this fourth industrial revolution. They're going to deem us all types of abominable things and seek to destroy us, man. Your families will be getting paid to turn you in, and they'll load up money on their cryptocurrency thing, and they just got to use their grain of rice to pay for things with their hand, man. And that's what's coming, man. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. People are going to be offended at this truth that's the MOTB, and that's the only way for them to survive in this carnal world, man. You know what I'm saying? They starting to know that the truth is being spread out here. You know what I'm saying? The northern tribe is waking up. The spirit is waking up. The northern tribe, the southern tribe's been woken up for the most part. More could be woken up. But the truth is going out and being spread across the four corners, man. And so people are starting to see this truth. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So Esau is going to want to force a new world, and he wants you to utterly turn in your Hebrew Israelite card by taking that MOTB. And if you took that juice, that jump shot, you're already done, man. If you took that snake bite, you're already done, man. You're already done, man. You're gonna be reborn in the kingdom, man, because you're gonna go out with thermonuclear fire or famine or something, man. All right. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Salaki, let me run that back. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. People are gonna be starving, man. All right, people are gonna be like, hey, man, I know a couple people that don't have the mark of the beast. All right. Hi, how you doing? How can I help you? No, I only got the word. Why do you think I got a cigarette when I'm teaching the word? Man, you got demons on you, man. Get them demons off of you. Because nukes is coming to America, right? Famine's coming to America, right? This is the end. You're a Hebrew Israelite. You're running from the good news. You want a cigarette and $1, and I'm trying to give you the news so you can live for eternity. Walking Dead, man. Fucking fiends, man. All right, man. So back to it. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. People are offended at this truth already, man. So now when these hypocrites, and these scoffers of the truth and of the Kadashian, the saints and the prophets, man, we get all this smoke and all this hate. My blood brother, man, my younger blood brother is a perfect example of one of them niggas, man, like the Phobie type cats, man. Them Africa only, Negro only cats that don't have no breakdowns, no prophecies, no doctrine. All right, they're just scoffers, man. These motherfuckers are gonna get offended, all right, because they rejected the truth, and now they hate the truth, and the Most High gonna lead them to take the MOTB. you know, because they can't stand to see their kids starve. All right. And they were wicked watchmen. They never warned the flock, man. All right. They never warned the motherfucking flock, man. So guess what, man? The Most High is going to tax them, man. All right. He's going to lead them to vile affections. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And those are the exact type of people we talking about, man. The people are saying it's okay to take the juice, or the juice isn't the MO, you know, or the Dorito chip isn't the MO. It's all a part of the MO, man. It's phases of the MO. All right. So a lot of people already have the MO just to keep their jobs, man. They took that MO. You took that juice, then you've been MO'd, man. All right. But there's a final phase of it, man. All right. It's like soup, man. You got some rice in the soup. You got some juice in the soup. All right. And that's just the way it is, man. And this truth is going to keep hitting like a target, man. All right. Because this truth has that voluptuousness that people need, man. This is where that truth is at. It's that fullness. All right. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. It's going to be dog eat dog out here, man. All right. It's going to be dog eat dog out here. It's going to be moms eating children. It's going to be siblings eating each other. It's going to be parents, you know, eating the children. It's going to be children eating the parents. It's going to be spouses. People are going to be looking at each other like fruit snacks, man. Like, you know, Looney Tunes, man, and like the person starving or something, man. And then he sees his buddy, and then he looks like a walking chicken. You know, he looks like a roasted chicken leg. You know, like a Tom and Jerry's type cartoon. You'll be looking at Jerry like a chicken, piece of chicken, man. And that's what that love of many wax and cold is, man. It's like not only are they willing to turn you in for not taking the MOTB, man. All right, because it's like, oh man, you know, if you turn this guy in, if you turn 5 people in, you know, we'll give you 10,000 units of United States digital currency on your MOTB. Wow, you're out of there, man. You think you're gonna be chilling while they sold to Esau in the beast system, while you get to chill up in the crib? Hell no, man. They're gonna turn you in, man. They're gonna get their bag up, man. Best believe it, man. So love of many is gonna wax cold, and it's gonna be a whole lot of cannibalism. It's gonna be all types of cannibalism, man. And we're gonna get to that. So this is what it's going to be. You know, this is what it's all coming to right here. It's one of the biggest prophecies of the scriptures. This is one of the biggest prophecies of the scriptures, man. All right. So this is what it's all come down to. This is what the Ukraine situation is about. This is what the Two Towers situation was about. All right. Everything. This is what slavery was about in America, man. All this stuff has culminated to this prophecy right here, man. And then on the flip side of this prophecy being fully fulfilled, half of it's already fulfilled, man. With people taking that sucker punch, man, that snake bite, that juice, man, that venom, with that luciferase and that graphene oxide in it, man. All right. So the second half of this 2 phases, really it's 3 phases, man. They, you know, hit you in the nostrils, right? Then they want to stick you. They want to stick you with it, right? They want to give it to you, you know, stick it to the man. That's the next phase, right? With the juice. And then the third phase, the final phase, like boom, 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 like a pyramid, the rice, man, the RFID. All right, implant it. And you know that thing got a little bit of cyanide in it because one of the dudes that got a patent talked about it back in, I think, I want to say 2009, 2010, maybe. All right, so this is Revelations 13, chapter 15, talking about the MOTB, mark of the beast. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That's this government system, man. That's this world dominant system under Esau, under the jurisdiction of Rome, pursuant of Daniel chapter 2, man. All right. And the Club of Rome was established, and it linked in the 10 vassal states of the EU, which are the EU, and then they clicked up with America, Canada, and Mexico, man. All right, and 200 million missiles is gonna hit America, man. Mystery Babylon, rather, man. From the tip of Canada all the way to Mexico, man. It's roughly like 2 million missiles per state. From Canada, America, and Mexico. 200 million missiles in total, 2 million per state, per territory. So that beast system, all right, that beast is Esau, the so-called white man, but that system, man, this is the beast system right here. All right, we're in the motherfucking beast system, man. So people are gonna be taking these chips, and they're gonna be taking that juice from these motherfucking nurses, man, being headed up by these Masonic doctors, man. All these masons are in right now to plunge humanity, but what's being set up before our eyes is the collapse of the white man's world, because we got next. So that's why they want to get you to take the mark of the beast, so that you'll be dead, so you couldn't get next. And he calls it all. So this is Revelation 13:15 once again, and he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So it's going to be a death penalty. The white man's about to show that how he's really the so-called white man real soon, man. All gloves is off, the white skin's coming off, and he's just a red motherfucking devil, man. That's why it's called the fucking redneck, man. Because he's Esau Edom. That's his real name. That's his nationality. And that's what he's been hiding from the whole world. He's that motherfucker with the mask on at the end of every motherfucker Scooby-Doo with some hook-nosed fucking devil, man. Some fucking pedophile piece of shit motherfucker. Shalom, man. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, because this is going to be the only way to use this cryptocurrency when they collapse this dollar, which is coming at some point, maybe this year, next year, the year after. All right, it's coming down. It's gonna come quick, man, and it's gonna probably happen with another 9/11 type event, man. And you know the so-called white man's gonna do it to himself, because that motherfucker's done, man, and he's trying to control the world. He's not cool just having us in slavery. He wants to know how much your heart's beating. He wants to know what location you're at. He wants to know how many blood cells you have. He wants to know if you're happy or not. You know, he wants to know if you agree with when you just watch what the president had to say. Oh, you didn't like what he had to say? They'll electrocute you with a chip. Just kill you. You feel me? They want ultimate power, just like how they be chipping the dogs, man. When a dog keep barking, you just hit the button. You be like, man, fuck that president, man. Fuck that guy, man. And then what happens? Boop, they'll cut your chip off. Now you're just gonna start a different. Hey, no cards. YouTube. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, and the number of his name. Here is wisdom, and let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. All right, and that's talking about the number of who's the devil. This is the so-called white man. He's Esau, Edom. All right, and this is the beast system. It's his world, and he's trying to give us this new technological government where we're fucking electronic / human puppets, man. Where it is a number of a man, and his number is 600, 666. That's 666, man. So we're not taking that mark of the beast, man. All right, and the warning is going out. The warning is going out. Have faith, man. Like in the times where our ancestors, which we were as our ancestors, was in the time of Exodus, man. And we was guided out then in times of calamity and sudden destruction. And the Most High parted the Red Sea for us, man, and gave us manna to eat and gave us quail. You know, so have faith, man. It's better to starve to death than to take that thing, man. Die like a fucking man if you have to, man. If you get arrested and took to a FEMA camp, then take that shit like a man. Don't fold when they got you in the FEMA camps. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch reels. I'm gonna switch reels. Yep. Switching reels, man. Prophesying these scriptures, man. In the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, protected by angels, man. All right, so I be out here to wake up our people, man. You know. I'm gonna get this definition of famine out the Zanzibar Bible Dictionary. Bear with me for a second.
My sister. My sister Grace. What's up, lad? Long time no see.
All right, so this is famine in the Zanzibar Bible Dictionary. All right. Famine, hunger, want of food. In ancient times in Palestine and Egypt, famines were frequent, produced by want of rainfall in due season, destructive hailstorms, and rain out of season, destruction of crops by locusts and caterpillars, and a cutting off of food supplies by a siege. Famines are sometimes said to be sent as punishments, and sometimes they are threatened as such. All right, and here it says a special mark of Yahweh's favor and power is to be preserved in time of famine. So that's what we want to do. That's why we pray to be counted worthy to be in that number, man, of the first fruits and the elect, man. Because it's going to be just mass deaths everywhere, man. All right? It ain't no joke, man. Sometimes the word famine is used in a figurative sense, as when Amos says that Yahweh will send famine of hearing the words of the Lord. And that's Amos 8 and 11, talking about the famine of the word, man. So pretty soon, us brothers ain't going to be out here, man. Because when we're gone, then you should know that the nukes are about to hit America real soon. And that they're going to shut down all these food stores and all these trucks. And it's going to be straight like the Purge movies and riots, man. And so when you see us Hebrew Israelite brothers, you're going to know that the Most High is going to be with us so that our people can be protected, man. He set us up so we can talk to our brothers now so we can protect our people in the right day. So that's why we got to repent. We got to keep apologizing for our sins and our mistakes and just keep fighting to do better because we're born in hell right now. We're in the white man's heaven, you know? And I'm here to let my Hispanic brothers know he's a Hebrew Israelite. My black brother here, he's a Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out here in the belly of the beast, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in the hood with it, man, preaching the word. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, really out here, man, ministering to a dude while he's tweaking out, man. All right. This is where the hoes be at, the fiends, all that, man. All right. When you get out here, man, you get out here for a reason, man. You always have your low key spots, but you need to primarily make your spots known, man. Wisdom crieth out in the chief places of concourse. All right. Bear with me for a second. Light another incense. I pray that this lesson so far is edifying. Still got some more to go. Rakatay, how about Shem Yahushua? How about Shem Yahushua, man? All right, so you guys got that, man, that definition. Let me see. We got Akim Gadar Gabar here. Shalom Ak Kahalayam La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakudash. Kahalayam Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Rakakudash. Barak Kalakiam, man. Bless all you brothers, man. Bless all you brothers, man. Shalom. All right, so I'm gonna put this up because even though I got little fiends that be around, he likes to hear the word, but you tweaking. I'm still on like knocking nigga out mode. You feel me? So for you brothers out there, man, don't be out here looking soft like a fucking soaked hot dog, nigga. Like you out here, this is war, bro, in the spirit, man. So even though you're gonna do the work, man, you can't be out here, man, looking frail, man. You can't out here be getting knocked out, get your phone stolen, your backpack, your scripture stolen. So when you come out here, man, you gotta still be austere, man. All right. You gotta let them know that you're a righteous man, but you a righteous man with a whole lot of crazy in you, man. It's for real. All right. Because it gets bad out here, man. It gets bad out here, man. But I don't present myself like that, man. Like some brothers had got, humiliated on camera and assaulted. And, they didn't do anything about it. But, you got to have preventative measures, man. Yeah, the Most High is out here harmless as doves, man. But the work has to go on, man. You can't let nobody take you out. You can't let a nobody take you out the truth, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but you can't let no one take you out this truth, man, or intimidate you off your post, or run you off out the way, or make you contradict what you got to say because he might not want to hear it. You got to finish the whole truth. All right, man, so I'm about to get into the book of Josephus, and we're going to look at this famine a little more. Bear with me for 1 second. All right, man. So this is the book of Josephus. If you have it, that's low-key why I didn't bring my scriptures out. I just brought the tablet because this thing is so heavy. So I'm gonna go to the Jewish War chapter. It's book 6, chapter 3. All right. And we're going to look at what was happening in 70 AD. All right. And much of Matthew's 24 is about the end times and the mark of the beast and everything else, but it's also about what was to come in 70 AD. All right. That's the Hebrew-Roman War, man. It's a big part of history. And Josephus chronicles that history. And he's also a Hebrew Israelite. So here's 4. There was a certain woman that dwelt beyond Jordan. Her name was Mary. Her father was Alazar of the village Bathazab, which signifies the house of Hyssop. She was eminent for her family and her wealth, and had fled away to Jerusalem with the rest of the multitude, and was with them besieged therein at this time. So she was cut from a good cloth, man. She had money and prestige and valor. The other effects of this woman have been already seized upon, such as she had brought with her out of Perea and removed to the city, what she had treasured up besides, as also what food she had contrived to save, had been also carried off by the rapacious guards, who came every day running into her house for that purpose. So because they knew she had goods and they knew that she had food stocked up, the rapacious guards were stealing her shit. And listen what Josephus referred to them as rapacious guards. And brothers, Isaiah 4:1 should come to mind right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be bad for these women and for these people stockpiling food. All right. And for these people hoarding food and thinking that they're good because of the coin, trusting in Egypt, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to send plagues and curses, man. Harak, man. He's going to send plagues and curses to these people, man. He's going to send food fridge pirates to your crib, man. He's going to send several different types of established, alphabet agencies that they grouped up in gangs. And it's going to be door to door for food. It's going to be war and mayhem and purging, and it's going to be free for all Call of Duty going on, man. And the ultimate booty is food. And when you can't find food, it's going to be women and children for sex, right, and bartering, and the children for sex also, but children primarily going to be for food, man. And they're gonna they'll eat their enemies too, like you see out there in Haiti, man. Right now, man, they have dead bodies that be laying on the floor. A dude just walked up, man. I seen the video on World Star, man. The dude just walked up, man, like chilling, man. There was a dead body that's laying there, burned up, bro, just burning, like snap, crackle, and pop, man. And the Haitian nigga just walked up, bro, and just tugged off a chunk of meat off his thigh, bro, and just snatched it off and bit it like barbecue and just went on, bro. It's apocalyptic right now in Haiti. It's cannibalism going on in Ukraine and Russia. Spirit right there confirming it, man. So she thought she was good. She prepped up, man. And the guards, man, the so-called people that are supposed to keep her safe were the ones taking everything, man. And they're called rapacious guards, man. So they're raping people, man. So what she had contrived to save had been also carried off by the rapacious guards who came every day running into her house for that purpose. This put the poor woman into a very great passion. So now she's scared as shit and she's starting to get hungry, bro. She's starting to go crazy. That's that passion to survive. And by the frequent reproaches and implications she cast at these rapacious villains, she had provoked them to anger against her. But none of them, either out of the indignation she had raised against herself or out of the commiseration of her case, would take away her life. So they're mocking her. She's going crazy, cussing at them, probably trying to claw and scratch at them and throw rocks and stuff. And they're like, look at this chick, man. And she's like, what the fuck, motherfucker? Kill me. Don't make me starve to death. She's trying to provoke them to kill. And they're like, fuck that. We'll let that bitch starve to death, man. And so we can fuck her whenever we want to. See? And we'll give her something to drink, right? Like that quiver. We'll make her open up her quiver and we'll put our arrows in her, man. Meaning, they'll be piping her down, man. But none of them, either out of the indignation she had raised against herself or out of the commiseration of her case, would take away her life. And if she found any food, she perceived her labors were for others and not for herself. And it was now become impossible for her to find any more food anyway. So whenever she find food, it got taken from her. She's like, damn, I guess I'm only finding stuff for people to steal it from me. And now she's at the point where there's no food to be found, period, man. And this is what's coming to Mystery Babylon America and the whole rest of this world, man. But primarily to this motherfucker, man. Because this place is ripe for judgment, man. It's like one of them big, fat, blistery, painful pimples. And you don't got to really do nothing but barely squeeze it. And then you got all that juice on your mirror, man. And everybody's been there, man. Especially Eve. All right, so it's about to pop off, man. Like 50 Cent's sodomite ass says, man. Pop off, man. All right. And now it was now become impossible for her to find any more food anyway, while the famine pierced through her very bowels and marrow. So this famine, man, is a slow burn and a slow kill, man. All right. And it pierces through your whole existence, man. Everything's hurting, man. When also her passion was fired to a degree beyond the famine itself, nor did she console with anything but with her passion. So she couldn't even listen to the spirit. The Rakat Kodash wasn't dealing with her, man. Her God became her, like, her hunger. And when also her passion was fired to a degree beyond the famine itself, nor did she consult with anything but with her passion and the necessity she was in. She then attempted the most unnatural thing. Now remember it, man, that's the spirit. Remember in Daniel chapter 6, man, you had the presidents, and that's what the president is, a Babylonian office. You got these presidents, and they conspired, and they made it illegal to pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and in the spirit, that's what she's doing. She refused to pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. So now she's led to vile affections, man. So peep what happens next. She then attempted the most unnatural thing and snatched up her son, who was a child sucking at her breast. She said, "O you miserable infant, for whom shall I preserve you in this war, this famine, and this rebellion?" Because we rebelled against Rome, man. All right. And you can read about that, man, in Siege of Masada, man. All right. And they surrounded us, man. Nothing in, nothing out. And they're doing that right now with the so-called, you know, the so-called shipping crisis and transport crisis with the trucks and the trains in China. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the exact same thing right now, man. Nothing new under the sun. All right. She then attempted the most unnatural thing and snatched up her son, who was a child sucking at her breast. She said, "O you miserable infant, for whom shall I preserve you in this war, this famine, and this rebellion? As to the war with the Romans, if they preserve our lives, we must be slaves." So they're like, if we live, we're going to be slaves. That's Esau, the Romans. This famine also will destroy us even before that slavery comes upon us. Yet are these rebellious rogues more terrible than both the other. All right. So pretty much it's like, hey, man, you're not going to survive by the time, you're not going to out-survive this war. You can't really deal with the Romans, and you can't really deal with the Sakari either, man, because they're terrible too, man. They're not righteous men. They're just niggas, man. They're just nutsack Hebrews, only Hebrew Israelites, because they came out the nutsack of another Hebrew Israelite, man. But they're not Hebrew Israelites in the spirit and in this truth, man. See? Confirmation, man. What more can I say? All right, so continuing on. Yet are these rebellious rogues more terrible than the other. So they're saying that Sakari was terrible too, man. And you couldn't trust them. They're probably helping to take her food, man. Come on, be you my food. She told her baby, man, come on, you be my food. And be you a fury to those rebellious varlets, and a byword to the world, which is all that is now wanting to complete the calamities of us Jews. All right. Southern tribe. Judah, Benjamin, Levi. As soon as she had said this, she killed her son. She killed her son and then roasted him. She killed her son and roasted him, and ate the one half of him and kept the other half by her concealed. And that's what these Eves are going to be doing, man. All right, because even when you take that MOTB, they still ain't going to give you no food, man. They just got you to sell your soul. That's all that was going on. They're not going to give you the food you think you're going to get. So Eve flat out ate her half her baby, man, and roasted them. You know, she knows she cooked them to perfection, man. She cooked her son to fucking perfection, man. As soon as she had said this, she killed her son and then roasted him and ate the one half of him and kept the other half by her concealed. Upon this, the rebellious came in presently and smelled the horrid scent of this food. Yeah, because when you cook human being, it smells horrible, man. Like you smell a human body on fire, it don't smell like pork or beef or venison or anything. And yeah, pork is unclean, but let's not cap, man. You know, back in the world, man, when we was dead men and dead women, you know that pork hit the nostrils, and it was something special, man. Don't stop lying, man, because we was raised in that poison, man. But now when I smell pork, it's like, hold my breath, man, ready to gag. You know what I'm saying? So imagine this, man. Pork makes you gag. You smelling all that pork from your neighbor or some damn heathen restaurant, you know, or Esau barbecue. You know, they burn everything or they barely cook it. So how much more are you smelling a whole baby roasted? And it ain't no real cooking anyway because it's a famine. Ain't no food to find. So they're smelling fire and smoke in the air and meat in the air, man. So check this out. As soon as she had said this, she killed her son and then roasted him and ate the one half of him and kept the other half by her concealed. Upon this, the rebellious came in presently. The rebellious are the Hebrew Israelites that didn't bow down to Rome and smelled the horrid scent of this food. They threatened her that they would cut her throat immediately if she did not show them what food she had gotten ready. They're like, what? How the fuck are you cooking? And what are you? Like, we'll kill you. They're thinking she's holding out on some rotten meat. They're like, we'll eat the rotten meat. You know? Where's that meat at? We'll eat some rotten meat. Man, this is a nightmare. She replied that she had saved a very fine portion of it for them. Hey, she's bugging out now, you know, she's going crazy. She's got hella demons on her. I saved a portion for you guys. You can have some too. I can see this movie, man. I could direct this, man. I could write the screenplay, man. She replied she had saved a very fine portion of it for them and nonetheless uncovered what was left of her son. But they were seized with a horror and amazement of mind. They were seized with the horror and amazement of mind and stood astonished at the sight. And she said to them, this is my own son, and what has been done was mine own doing. Come, eat of this food, for I have eaten of it myself. Do not you pretend to be either more tender than a woman, or more compassionate than a mother. But if you be so scrupulous as to abominate this my sacrifice, as I have eaten the one half, let the rest be reserved for me also. So she's like, don't judge me. You guys ain't more loving, more tender, more affectionate than me. I'm just a woman. I'm not a soldier. I'm not strong enough. You're not as feminine as me. And I had to do this to survive. So if this is too bad for you guys, because, you know, she didn't want to suffer to watch her son starve to death. You know, the baby sucking on a breast that's completely dried out, and he's starving to death. She's looking at it as a mercy kill, but, you know, the demons put on her, man. This is the curses of Deuteronomy 28 playing out. No cap, literally. Precepts. Receipts. All right, so and she said, don't judge me, man. I'll eat the whole thing for myself if it's too grievous for you guys. All right, so cannibalism's coming, man. After which those men went out trembling. There's that plastic bag again. After which those men went out trembling, but being never so much frightened at anything as they were at this. This scared the shit out of them. She must look like a straight up demonic witch, man. Because just to entertain the ideas of cooking your own child is some next level shit, man. And it's happening all over the world. And it's coming to America, man. And all these ratchet bitches are going to be eating their kids, man. You know, the nigga bitch, man, the Mexican bitch, the Asian bitch, the Native American bitch, the white bitch. They're going to be eating their fucking kids, man. When this food crisis ramps up, man, and martial law sets in, and they're locking Americans down like how they're doing in China, people are going to be eating themselves. People are going to be jumping and committing suicide, man, jumping out of buildings. People are going to be eating bullets, man. All right? Because the only alternative to buy food from the grocery store is going to be that Market of the Beast chip, and that's the next phase, man. And Joe Biden's going to make sure that it comes, man. And you've been warned. So check out, man. You got these Hebrew Israelite men, and it says that they were so much frightened at anything as this. They were after which those men went out trembling, being never so much frightened at anything as they were at this. And with some difficulty, they left the rest of the meat to the mother. Even though they were starving to death and it was difficult, they were scared to death. And they're like, man, we'd rather die, man. What the fuck? Shit fucked them up, man. Eve is an evil motherfucker, man. So Jake couldn't even bring himself to eating these babies, man, and Eve could, man. And Eve was like, hey, hey, don't judge me. After which those men went out trembling, being never so much frightened at anything as they were at this, and with some difficulty they left the rest of the meat to the mother, upon which the whole city was full of this horrid action immediately. Upon which the whole city was full of this horrid action immediately. So she started a chain reaction of baby barbecues, man. Eve, man. Eve, man. And while everybody laid this miserable case before their own eyes, they trembled, as if this unheard of action had been done by themselves. So those that were thus distressed by the famine were very desirous to die, and those already dead were esteemed happy, because they had not lived long enough either to hear or to see such miseries. So they consider the people that died are already to be happy and blessed, because they didn't live long enough to start seeing cannibalism. All right. This said instance was quickly told to the Romans, who were the Edomites, some of whom could not believe it, and others pitied the distress which the Hebrew Israelites were under. But there were many of them who were hereby induced to a more bitter hatred than ordinary Salakia. But there were many of them who were hereby induced to a more bitter hatred than ordinary against our nation. So some of them were happy this is happening, they could care less, man. But for Caesar, he excused himself before Yahweh as to this matter. So he said, pretty much, oh, this isn't my fault, all right? And said that he had proposed peace and liberty to the Hebrew Israelites, as well as an oblivion of all their former insolent practices, but that they, instead of concord, had chosen rebellion instead of peace, war, and before satiety, and abundance, a famine. So it's saying, since you guys didn't want to bow down, since you guys didn't want to submit to us, since you guys didn't want to let us roll over you guys, you chose this. This is on you guys, not me. All right. That they had begun with their own hands to burn down that temple which we have preserved as of yet. We're to let the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics know you guys are the Hebrew Israelites, and that thermonuclear disasters coming to America and famine coming soon. That they have begun with their own hands to burn down that temple which we had preserved as yet, and that therefore they deserve to eat such food as this was. They said, since you guys burnt down the temple and revolted, you guys deserve to eat your own kids. This is Caesar's mindset. That, however, and this is America's mindset, if you don't want to take the mark of the beast, then fuck you. This is how they feel, man. And if you do take the mark of the beast, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be fuck you, man. All right? And that's just the way the beast rolls, man. Playing with Satan over here. That, however, this horrid action of eating an own child ought to be covered with the overthrow of their very country itself. And men ought not to leave such a city upon the habitable earth to be seen by the sun, wherein mothers are thus fed, although such food be fitter for the fathers than for the mothers to eat of, since it is they that continue still in a state of war against us, after they had undergone such miseries as these. So the women are primarily the cannibals, man. When you would think it'd be the men, being that you have that motherly connection. All right, but it's really the women that are doing this, and the men would rather die off in the war. All right. And at the same time that he said this, he reflected on the desperate condition these men must be in, nor could he expect that such men could be recovered to sobriety of mind. He said they'll never recover. You can never bounce back from this, man. After they had endured those very sufferings for avoiding whereof it was only profitable, Salakia, for the avoiding whereof it only was probable they might have repented. So he assumed that the ones that didn't want to eat the babies to survive and are rather going to wars are the ones that were trying to repent and repenting. All right. Under the guise possibly that, you know, eating that baby, man, was just the worst way to go out, man. That was some MOTB type stuff right there, man. All right. So now I'm gonna get back to the scriptures. Present your body a living sacrifice, man. Rabahah, Rab Shalom, man, to the elders, GMS, the apostles of GMS, and all the offshoot brothers of GMS, and all the brothers rolling with FTL, man. You know, and if you guys get your act in order, man, I'll consider letting you guys back in this thing, man. But I need to see the results before I let you back in, man. Now you guys got to do the work on your own, and then, you know, I'll let you guys back in if you're consistent and you're showing that you got fire. Only fire, all-star squad, man. Where I'm doing FTL is a one-man team, man. And you guys really, it's no malice. You guys do your own thing. Every man can lead himself, man. You know? At the end of the day, man, I'm going to keep doing the work. It's all about the work. So, that right there, man, I was just bringing out some Josephus, man. I just gave you guys some meat, feeding you guys, you know, going deep. Brought out Josephus, got into some compact Bible dictionary from Zandervan's. All right, giving you guys some scriptures. Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's how we edify, man. All right. Nah, man, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, man. I'm letting the so-called Mexicans know that they're Hebrew Israelites. I'm letting the Negroes know that they're so-called Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So you know you're a Hebrew Israelite now. Okay. That's your true nationality before the conquistadors stole everything.
Okay, yeah, that's true, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. So make sure you repent, man, and get them scriptures or your history book.
Yeah, man, because the black and brown supposed to unite, bro.
Yeah, man. So we're uniting right now. It's happening. We're one people, man.
This was ours, literally. So they bought it. And I may take care.
All right, man. You take it easy, man. Hey, niggas got demons on them, man. I tell you, man, his eyes bugged out every direction. But I'm speaking to them demons anyway, man. All right? So let's pick up. Leviticus 26:9. For I will have respect unto you and make you fruitful and multiply you and establish my covenant with you. What that means is that's the covenant. That's the good part of the covenant. If we abided and followed the law, statutes, and commandments, right? That he would have respect to us. He'd make us fruitful and multiply us. But what's a famine? That's a sign of no respect, disrespect, lack of respect, unfruitful, no fruit. Your children become what you eat. And you can't multiply, you're dwindling, you're being subtracted down. All right. Leviticus 26 and 22. I will also send wild beasts among you, which shall rob you of your children, and destroy your cattle, and make you few in number, and your highways shall be desolate. I'm on a desolate highway right now, low key, but nothing but dead bodies. But you're gonna send the heathen, man, primarily the Edomites, man, but these other nations as well, man, are gonna rob and plunder us, and they're gonna put us in these like the scriptures talk about, man, that Esau laddens himself with thick clay, man, all these fucked up policies and these military maneuvers. Everything Esau does is a military maneuver against Yasharallah, man. And we find ourselves in dire straits because of this, because we transgressed the law, statutes, and commandments, and had lack of faith, and was full of fear and wickedness, man. So you can't do these highways and byways if you have more fear than faith, man. Now, we do fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but I'm talking about a fear where you respect this world, you fear what this world can do to you, or what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can do. All right? Verse 26. And when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you your bread again by weight, and ye shall eat and not be satisfied. That's a drought, man. All right. You have 10 women, you say you have 10 wives, man, and they gathered up enough to make one loaf of bread, man, and you eat, you split it between them, and you eat, and you're still starving. That's straight up famine, man. That's like people living off of one top ramen a day type stuff, man. It's here, man. Verse 28, then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury, and even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sins. So the Most High is waxing our asses, man. But also, to go a little deeper, man, that chastise 7 times for your sins, man, that's some 7 captivities, man. And we came back in every single one of them things, man. Motherfucker, man. And guess what landed on my 12 tribes chart, man? The fucking bag is back, man. That's the spirit, man. This is the battleground. That's why. That bag, man, been all over. It keeps coming right here, man. That's the spirit, man. All right. And it's a grocery bag, too. It's a Walmart bag. It's a great Walmart bag. Martial law. All right, let's keep going, man. This is Leviticus 26:28. Then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury. So the Most High is furious with us, all right? And even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sins. And you shall eat the flesh of your sons. And you shall eat the flesh of your sons with stammering lips, man. Isaiah 28:10. And you shall eat the flesh of your sons, man. This is coming to America. Prepare to eat your kids, man. Prepare to eat your bitch, man. Prepare to wake up and your bitch is eating you, man. For you guys, that's not sealed by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It's coming. Wake up, man. You know, feeling good. Your girl's cooked you something. You think you're eating sausage. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, you find out that your girl done cooked you your own dick, man. Because cannibalism's coming to America, man. It's almost time for me to wrap this up. But yeah, man, I pray you guys are edified, man. It's time to wrap this up in the spirit. Gotta be sensitive to the spirit before I get up out of here. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakakodash. Shalom, 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 man. I'm in the spirit, probably follow this up with a part 2. That'll be a sit-down lesson at the crib, man. But we're starting, get a little trappy out here. And just like the lesson I did earlier, we got to be circumspect. So for you young brothers learning or watching, I was out here for 109. I want to be out here for 144. But, I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Street smart. watching my angles and corners. So it's just time to go, man. You gotta keep your eyes on the prize, man. All right, shalom.